Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's jump into Ready to Love. This is going to be the quickest review of Ready to Love because so much happened that I did not care about. And I already predicted this week's episode last week. Like I already told y'all everything that was going to happen. Suzanne was going to be the one going home. Blake was going to eliminate himself because who was getting ready to put up with Blake? He might as well go home. And Lyndon going home at the end was a twist. I didn't think would happen. I thought Blake would be enough and they would let Lyndon stick around for another week. But hey, let's get into the foolishness of this week. We still have red flags all over the place that we're ignoring. I think it's all about the money. Hey, Davion. Hey, Davion. Welcome back to another live. I think it's all about the money with Morgan, but some people just feel like it's you love who you love. You can't help who you love. I feel like you can't. I feel like you can, but I feel like by a certain age you can. Like by a certain age, you should start thinking more with your mind and not you love who you love. Like, but let's get into the episode. Where do we want to start? Because Suzanne goes home. Bye, girl. Bye, Suzanne. I really like Suzanne's YouTube channel though. Please support her. She has a show that my YouTube friend Maud was on called The Adult Table. Sounds a lot like the kitchen table talk, but anyway, kitchen table talk is on hold for right now. So, but the adult table was a cute show. I really like seeing that side of Suzanne, but good luck with everything, girl. Um, what happened next? Everyone hugged Suzanne, some fake shit. Jeffrey was like, because I think Blake went home right after he packed up his stuff and was like, I really don't want to be here if Suzanne ain't here. Probably because wouldn't nobody was gonna talk to you. No way, ain't nobody really wants you there but Suzanne. So Blake picked up his stuff. Jeffrey felt like, oh, Blake just gonna quit the process. Like I think Jeffrey really wanted to sit down and look Blake in his face and be like, I told you what you weren't ready to love. Bye. Like, girl, the man is gone. You got what you wanted for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Why do you care how he left the process? He's gone. Yes, Davion. It's red. The whole show is a red flag. The whole show. But I don't even know where to go. Let's just get into the Morgan, Tony, Lyndon of it all because it was just a mess. A mess. Oh my God. So Morgan feels like I can't help it that I really like Tony, but I haven't really given Lyndon a chance because Lyndon sits her down at some moment and says, look, I'm trying to be respectful of the process. And, I'm not trying to be a hothead, but I feel like you're ignoring me because of Tony's manipulation. Because Tony is acting an ass every time if I sit next to you, if I talk to you, Tony is being a huge red flag asshole. So I have to fall back. And I feel like instead of you checking him and making me feel comfortable in this process as well, I'm just going to fall back. And by me falling back and you not saying anything, I feel like you really ain't interested. Like, Lyndon, for the most part, I think Lyndon could be a really nice guy. I think a lot of women, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a bar manager. I'm just saying the hours of it all. A lot of women, especially at a particular age, don't want to date somebody on their opposite schedule. Like, I don't want to work my 9 to 5, and then as soon as I get home, I see you tomorrow, babe, and you going to work your 5 to 6 in the morning or whatever. And then when it's 6 in the morning, now it's time for me to get up and go get ready to go. Like, that's not really you. Like, Lyndon, you need to date somebody in that same environment as you, because it's going to be hard to find somebody that wants to be on that opposite schedule. But other than that, a lot of people have checked me. Miami is expensive. It ain't nothing wrong with having a roommate. It's nothing wrong with having a roommate. But if I'm dating somebody, I don't want you to always have to, I don't want to always feel like you got to be coming over my house and I got to provide the space of entertainment, because I personally would not want to be over your house with you and your roommate. But that's just me. That's just me. Mind you, I did a lot of my dating in the early 2000s, the 2010s. I remember when I first moved off campus, probably in 2000. I forget what year I was in college and I moved off campus. It was probably about 2000, 2001. My rent was like $450 a month. You can't rent a shoebox for $450 a month now. So yes, rent is extremely expensive. I get it. But I still wouldn't want to date a man with a roommate. But that's just me. Yes, Morgan is a disappointment and wrong show for Lyndon. Yes, wrong show. But anyway, so Morgan is in her feelings because Lyndon said, she kind of hurt his feelings. So now Morgan is crying. And I'm just like, what theater did she learn this from? Because why are you crying over this man that we know you don't care about? Why are you saying, oh, I hurt Lyndon and I can't believe I hurt him and I don't feel like I'm giving him a good chance and I just don't understand. Like, Tony is a huge red flag. He has anger issues, but you know what? I love to put Nair in the hair, so I feel like both of our toxic energy just works. I didn't understand the tears. If I was Cynthia, I would have let her cry in the room by herself. Like, girl, go on there and cry by yourself. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be checking on this fake shit. But anyway, Cynthia went in there and gave her a little woo, woo, woo. And now Tony and his feelings. Tony is still being a humongous red ass flag. But they told you Morgan was a football field size red flag. And Tony is the Miami Beach size red flag. So they're both huge ass red flags flying all over the place. Because he in the room, she gonna cry over that nigga. She gonna cry over him. Well, just eliminate me. I'll go home. She can have him if she gonna cry over him. And I'm like, this is your prize, Morgan? This really what you want? And mind you, the whole time Tony is looking for Marcia. They get a knock on the door to make candles. He's like, oh, that might be Marcia. They like a twist. Maybe they bring a Marcia back. The whole time, Tony is looking and checking for a whole nother woman, but he over here, oh, you gonna cry over him? I could go. If Marcia was here, I wouldn't want you no way. I just can't with this show. Tony is terrible and Morgan out here being a stereotype. Anything for the money. I don't know. It might not be for the money. I don't know. It's giving me Tony has more money than Lyndon, or Tony presents himself as someone who has more money than Lyndon. So I want to go where the money resides. That's where I want to be. That's what Morgan's giving me. I could be wrong. I don't know this lady. I don't know them people, but that's the vibe it's giving me. But let's go over here to they have to make these candles and they're making these candles. There's a moment where Mercedes is meeting up with Anthony, and this is before the candle making. I ain't take no notes, so I might be going all over, but we getting to the point of the show. Mercedes finally tells Anthony, look, I ain't really ready in my point in life to be in the type of relationship you're looking for, because Anthony needs a more mature relationship, a more committed relationship. He has a child, and it pretty much tells me Mercedes doesn't want to be with anyone with a child. She is a flight attendant. Her career is always on the go. She probably ain't gonna be what Anthony looking for. Respect, but girl, you could. Mercedes going. Can we just call it now? Mercedes is going. She's going home next week, and then Jeffrey's going to choose Andre, so Mark Anthony is going to follow her. And Mark Anthony is so fixated on Jeffrey's beauty and hoping he can get in her pants that he can't see he has a beautiful woman and Mercedes sitting right in front of him, and he's playing games. But anyway, so there's no more Mercedes and Anthony. Cynthia is kind of noticing, right, they're all playing in their face. I don't know. Cynthia's playing in Anthony's face too. If Cynthia had her choice, she would pick Andre. I don't know what these ladies see in that Afro puff. I don't know. I don't know what they see in it, but like he would have been the first one eliminated just for the hairstyle alone. Sir, until you can go comb your fix this little piece of hair to the back, you can go home because I'm petty like that, and it is what it is. But Cynthia kind of notices, like, oh, Andre and Jeffrey kissing and hugging and everything. Let me go pay Anthony some attention. And, Anthony is noticing the same thing. Mercedes done cut me off. Let me go play Cynthia some attention. Like, everyone is playing for second place. They in the pool kissing and smooching. And I'm like, y'all don't really want to be with each other. Y'all do not really want to be with each other, but anything to stay on the show. So Cynthia and Anthony are getting their connections up, and they make the candles. Everybody making cute candles. The only candle that was weird for me was Jeffrey's. Like, ma'am, your biblical husband. Andre makes you feel like you found your biblical husband. So why are you still talking to Mark Anthony? Why would Mark Anthony gives Mercedes a mango scented candle? I forgot the reason. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't a biblical wife. But why are you in your feelings about what Mark Anthony is doing when you have your biblical husband sitting right next to you? I don't understand the point. Like, if this is your man, your soulmate, everything you think you have found, why do you even care about Mark Anthony? Let him go be happy with Mercedes. Now, everybody on Twitter was talking about this little pink robe Jeffrey had on, and I had to go find a picture because I didn't recall. When some people only have one thing to offer, they have to always put it on display. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because when you have more to offer, you don't always have to put everything, all your assets out. Now, mind you, ladies, it's your body. Show what you want to show. Because I'm definitely going to show, like, my best asset is right here. And I love to show it's almost summertime. It's almost summertime, and it's going to be on and popping. But that's all I can think of. I don't know why this lady came out in the room with all these feathers and I'm so over the episode. So over the episode. Jeffrey and Andre should be the next couple to go home. Look, I don't even care who goes home next. Like, you could play any, meeny, miny, mo, touch a tiger on their toe with all the people left, and I don't care who goes home next. I wouldn't even mind if this was a season where everybody said, Tommy, we ain't nobody found no love. We don't want to be with nobody up here. Tommy, good luck in Dallas. I wouldn't even be mad at that. But right, Jeffrey and Andre can go. Morgan and Tony could go. Nobody really wants to be with Mercedes. She could go. Mark Anthony could go. Who's left? Cynthia. Cynthia does not want to be with Anthony, and vice versa. They can go. Like, really, everybody could go. Can we get to the reunion? Have they shot the reunion yet? Because I'm really waiting. I said it earlier on the panel with Kamisha Reviews in the chat. I just really want to see all the sad love songs at the reunion. Because I can guarantee you, when the reunion comes up, nobody's going to still be any couple. And if they are doing their best acting. The best. I don't even think Jeffrey shows up to the reunion. Like, if the reunion hasn't been filmed as of now, does Jeffrey even show up after all the BS Simone done put in the streets of her business? Does she even show up? The episode ends. I forgot Mercedes and Mark Anthony went on another little date. They played chess and they kissed about 20 times, but it wasn't nothing but a whole bunch of like, that means nothing. Can y'all hold even if you ain't gonna tongue each other down, can you at least hold it there for a couple of seconds? I'm like, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all could be kissing the back of y'all hand the way y'all kissing each other. But anyway, it's the lady's turn to eliminate somebody. I don't care. Everyone is listening to Morgan speak about Tony and Mark Anthony. She says all negative things about Tony, not even Mark Anthony. What's the child's name? Lyndon. All negative things about Tony. When it comes to Lyndon, you could see the physical glow. Like she's saying all of this positive things. She's glowing, all of this niceness. But the heart wants what it wants, Tommy. I can't help but the heart wants what it wants. And Tommy is like, are you serious? Like, don't you see yourself? Everybody is telling you this man is trash, but your heart wants what it wants. Next week, you in his face talking about entanglements, but your heart wants what it wants. Tommy says, give Lyndon a chance. If you don't want him, send him home. I'm like, damn, Tommy. I mean, he could stay, but if you don't want him, just send him on home. So I appreciated this date because finally Lyndon was honest and was like, look, I can't give you what you want. I don't want no babies next year, and I ain't trying to get married in 2 years. So good luck with Tony, because I don't think Tony wants that either. But hey, your heart wants what it wants. And she was like, I appreciate you for being honest. Like, every man on this show has told you they got a 5-year plan. Now, I don't understand how you get a 2 out of 5. I mean, it is 1, 2, but you forgot to go 3, 4, 5. Every man on here has said a 5-year plan. But for whatever reason, you think Tony gonna cut it down. Tony don't even want you. When you watch this show back, he talk about Marcia so much. If they had that little saver person, he'd be trying to save Marcia so bad. But Marcia, girl, you won, because Tony is not the prize. They kiss. I guess she said, since you got to go home, I might as well kiss you, give you a little bit to think about on your walk home. They kissed, and next week they get to meet the family, and the family gets to roast them a little bit. And I still don't care. Like, how many more weeks till they pick? Because it's 4 ladies left. It's 4 people left. It's 4. How many men is it now? Lyndon is gone. So it's Tony, Mark Anthony, Andre, Anthony. Like, how many more people, how many more weeks are we going to meet with people, family, before we just get to the reunion and they go stand by the Ferris wheel and say yes or no? Because I'm over it, Tommy. You dragging this out. Okay, the reunion has been shot because we only got a couple more episodes. We should have like 1 more episode. You right. Tony got money. That's why she don't want to let him go. I've been called it. I've been called it. And just say that. Just say it. I'd rather date a man with a little, because see, allegedly, because I ain't gonna say it for fact because I don't know it. They said Miss Morgan was down there working at the Dollar General. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody working at the Dollar General, but I'm just saying. And that's allegedly. I don't believe it, but because I think her wigs are too nice. Morgan got some good quality wigs. But she can put them things on Afterpay. I Afterpay anything. But let's move on, because I still got to get into put a ring on it. Yeah, the reunion, I'm sure, is already taped. I bet Jeffrey is happy. I know Jeffrey happy about that. So they won't bring up all the tea Simone spilled. Devion, I did not say it. If you were on the Kamisha Reviews panel this morning, I don't recall who said it, but they said she was down there at the Dollar General, and it wasn't nothing wrong with getting your clothes from the Rainbow. It ain't nothing wrong with getting your clothes from the Rainbow. I just said she looked like she spent a little bit more money than Rainbow on her clothes, and she got some high quality wigs to be working at the Dollar General, because everybody I done seen at the Dollar General don't look like Morgan. But hey, I don't live in Miami neither. But I ain't say that. That's allegedly, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Make your money how you make it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. But anyway, I'm about to go. If you care about put a ring on it, I'm about to start put a ring on it now. I'm already a few minutes late for it, and Trust me, I got a lot of eye rolling going on for Put a Ring on It too. They get down to 3 couples, so it should be 1 or 2 more episodes, right? Because we're down to 4 and 4. It should be 1 more episode because whoever goes, like say Mercedes goes home next week, we really gonna stick around for Jeffrey to have a choice? I'm just ready to get to the Ferris wheel and get to the reunion of it all. But okay, I can do 1 or 2 more episodes. I done stomached it this long. I can finish. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Please support the channel. If you're not, subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I hope you like the content. I hope you will hit subscribe. I'm trying to push to that 1,000. And then, once I get to 1,000, I'm going to set a new goal, maybe 2,000, maybe 5,000. I don't know. But I'm trying to at least get to the 1,000 first, y'all. So please share the content and, let other people know about me if you really enjoy it. I really appreciate all the support everyone does for my channel. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for that. I'll see you all next weekend for, I guess, we're going to see the families talk their mess next weekend. And up next, right next is Put a Ring on It. So hope you come back for that. If not, I'll see you later. Have a good weekend, y'all. Bye.